to half-staff in honor of the National Firefighters, Fallen Firefighters Memorial Service held this coming Sunday. At this ceremony, firefighters who died in the line of duty this year are honored along with all firefighters who have made the ultimate sacrifice. She stated, "The firefighters we remember today proved so dedicated to saving the lives of others they didn't hesitate to lay down their own. We'll never forget their remarkable sacrifice, nor that of their families. As we honor them by lowering our flags, we also thank all firefighters who protect our communities by responding to the most dangerous situations with bravery, coolness, and skill. And today I say our priority is both saving citizens and doing it safely. We will risk much when it's possible to save much. We're here for our citizens no matter, but we realize that to be effective, we must get to the scene safely and operate at the scene safely. It does a citizen no good if one of ours doesn't make it to the scene or needs rescue while at the scene. We are still the bravest. We just must be highly professional and competent when it comes to how we go about it today. And that is a priority that we must dedicate ourselves to, both our citizens and our safety, in the name of our fallen brothers." I'd like to introduce Mayor Bob Scott. Say a few words. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you for allowing the council and I to be here today. This is a special day for us as well to honor those people that have made the sacrifice on behalf of our citizens. The last month or so, some of you guys have been at my house. I know how quickly you got there, and I know the difference it made in family members. So I appreciate what you do every day, and thank you for the way you do things and how professionally you conduct yourself. It speaks volumes for your department and for this city. So thank you. Your job is dangerous. It's not getting any easier. So thank you again on behalf of all of our council for what you do to make our community a better place to live.
Thank you, Mayor.
We'll now read the names of our fallen brothers. Lawrence Shanley, 1884. William Scher, 1885. Henry Brown, 1911. Frank Fulton, 1914. Seeley Lawton, 1914. Leroy Tone, 1938. Lieutenant Carl Anderson, 1945. Captain Valois Linden, 1952. Stephen Moranchik, 1952. Edward Kudrin, 1965. Kirk Wicker, 1982. Michael Johnson, 1982. Today we honor and mourn our fallen brothers. These men hugged their families, said I love you one last time, and walked out the door not knowing that it would be their final time. They knew all too well that each shift could very well be their last. At the firehouse on their last day, they did what they always did. Trained, maintained equipment and apparatus, responded to alarms. They ate together, laughed together, solved the world's problems together. Then in that fateful hour when these brave men were summoned to action, they dropped what they were doing without hesitation, climbed onto their rig, and responded. They knew what they were about to encounter would be brutal and unforgiving. Every precious second mattered. Our citizens' lives were hanging in the balance. Their homes and ways of life were being threatened. When Sioux City citizens asked, who shall we send? Who will go for us? These men proudly stood and said, here am I, send me. Sadly, their time on this earth came to an end and they were called to their eternal home. Neither their memory nor their sacrifice will be forgotten. This is why we are here today. Long after we are gone, the ceremony will still continue, led by future generations of firefighters that have not even been born yet. We can honor these men by living every day like it's our last, caring for our families, protecting our children and our neighbors, and by showing compassion to a stranger in need. To symbolize the devotion these 12 brave souls had for their duty, a special signal of 3 rings, 3 times each represents the end of our brothers' duties and that they will be returning to quarters. And so to these 12 men who have selflessly given their lives for the good of their fellow citizen, their task completed, their duties well done, to our brothers, their last alarm, they are going home. The reason why we're out here today is to pay tribute to our fallen brothers that have selflessly given their lives protecting the citizens of Sioux City, and it's important that we remember their sacrifice, not forget the brave actions that they did while protecting our city. It's very important that we honor and remember these brave men and what they did, and we can continue work better at our jobs and look out for each other's safety, and just that constant reminder that every day is not guaranteed and that we need to live our life like each day is our last, and to look out for our fellow citizens, our neighbors, our family members, and to do everything we can to prevent another firefighter fatality here in Sioux City. It's definitely hard for all of us. It's hard for all of our department personnel that are standing here, the family members. But as difficult as it can be, everything is worthwhile because we're not letting these men be forgotten.